Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Putri Anindiya Lulu Soraya from TBEC. Now, I want to tell you about my presentation. That the title is When Pandemic is Over. Okay, for the first, I want to tell you about what is pandemic. A pandemic, from the Greek pan, meaning all, and demos, meaning people, is an epidemic of a disease that spreads over a large area, for example, several continents or across the world. Widespread I'm sorry wide widespread endemic disease with a stable number of infected people does not constitute a pandemic. Flu pandemic even generally exclude sensational flu cases. Throughout history, a number of disease pandemics have occurred, such as smallpox or variola, and tuberculosis. One of the most devastating pandemics was the Black Death, which killed an estimated 75 to 100 million people in the 14th century. So, what is COVID-19? Coronavirus, or Zevers acute respiration syndrome coronavirus 2 SARS-CoV-2, is a virus that attacks the respiratory system. The disease caused by this viral infection is called COVID-19. Coronavirus can cause mild disorders of the respiration system. Respiratory system, severe lung infection and even death. Severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, or better known as the coronavirus, is a new type of coronavirus that is transmitted to humans. This virus can attack anyone from the elder people, adult children, and infants to pregnant women and breastfeeding mother. Okay, the next slide is about the history of this pandemic. Coronavirus infection called COVID-19. Coronavirus disease 2019 was first discovered in the city of Wuhan, China at the end of December 2019. This virus spread very quickly and spread to almost all countries, including Indonesia, in just a few months. This has led several countries to impose lockdown policies to prevent the coronavirus from spreading. In Indonesia, the government implemented the policy of enforcement of community activity restrictions or PPKM to suppress the spread of this virus. Coronavirus is a collection of viruses that infect the respiration system. In the most cases, this virus causes only mild respiration infection, such as the flu. However, this virus can also cause severe respiration infection, such as lung infection or pneumonia. In addition, to the coronavirus viruses that are included. The coronavirus group are the viruses that causes severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS, and the virus that causes Middle East respiratory syndrome MERS, although caused by virus from the same group, namely coronavirus. COVID-19 has several differences with SARS and MERS, including in terms of speed of spread and severity of symptoms. So, what is the prevention of coronavirus? Prevention of coronavirus. Currently, Indonesia is implementing a COVID-19 vaccination program in states. As of November 4th, 2021, more than 122 million people have received the first dose of vaccine, and 76 million people have received the second dose of vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccination aims to build immunity against the coronavirus. In addition, vaccination also aims to form herd immunity. That's why people who cannot get the vaccine because they have certain conditions, such as a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine, can be protected. To achieve the above objectives, the COVID-19 vaccine can now be given to children aged 6 until 18 years, pregnant women, and breastfeeding mothers. Meanwhile, for people who have a history of disease or suffer from certain condition, vaccination can be done, but must have permission from a doctor. Vaccination is the best way to prevent COVID-19. However, you also still have to avoid factors that can cause you to be infected with the coronavirus, namely apply physical distancing, which is to maintain a minimum distance of 1 meter from other people, and don't go out of the house unless there is urgent need. So use a mask, so wash your hand, so do not touch your eyes, mouth, and nose before washing your hands. By living healthy lifestyles such as eating nutritious food, exercising regularly, getting enough rest, and preventing stress, avoid contact with people with COVID-19 people who are suspected of being positively infected with coronavirus, or people who are sick with fever, cough, or cold. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue when you cough or sneeze, and chew tissues in the trees. Keep the environment clean and clean the house, including objects that are often touched for people. So I think that all of the way or how we are to prevent of coronavirus. Plus, when the pandemic is over, the pandemic will be over if we comply with all health protocols that have been implemented by the government and health experts in Indonesia, so that we can reduce the number of COVID-19 transmissions in Indonesia and make Indonesia free from this pandemic. I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for attention. I'm sorry if I have a mistake in my presentation. So the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.